Hey guys, it's Ann here, and this video is all about the VIB spring sale. I'm going to do this video in 3 parts. The first part is going to talk about what I bought last year, which I think is a good review to go over what you purchased last year and keep yourself in track for purchasing stuff this year so you don't go crazy. And then I'm going to go over what I plan on buying this year, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a wish list if I could buy whatever I want. That list was really huge, so I've pared that down to 5 things. So let's just get started. The first thing that I want to say is I can't take credit for the idea of reviewing what I bought last year. I saw a post on Reddit by Janie on the Prowl, and Janie on the Prowl apparently did this in November as well, and I thought it was a great idea, so I thought I would incorporate it into my video this year. So last year when I did my spring sale at Sephora, I did 2 purchases. I'm notorious for doing this. I sometimes do this because overall it makes it feel like I spent less money. And secondly, I always buy some stuff and then I think of like 1 or 2 things. I'm like, oh, I really wish I bought that. And then so I usually end up buying it. So for the first purchase that I did, I bought the Benefit POREfessional in a mini size. I really should just bite the bullet and buy the full size. Now when I bought this was a backup for one that I was already using. So I didn't start using this until late last year. But I feel like I ration it because it's so small and then I really like it, and I know I should just buy the full size. So perhaps later this year or in the sale next year, I will bite the bullet and buy the full size. I also bought the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in Canal. I've mentioned this a bajillion times, and you can see, I'll show you how much I've used on that product. Here we go. So as you can see, I've used quite a bit of that product. Again, I bounce between this and a couple of other concealers, so I don't use this all the time. And then the third product that I paid for was the Eyebrow Benefit. I think this is in the shade 3, I want to say. I'm not really sure. I bought this because I bought the Anastasia pomade, but it was a little too wet and I didn't really like it. And this was a bit drier. And I also had like a sample size that I really liked of this. But I've now found that this is really seemed to have dried out. I'll have to try and revive it. And it's also a little bit too dark, obviously, for the current hair color, but new hair color coming in, real hair color coming in, it will be fine. The other thing that's bothered me about this ever since I bought it, and I'm not sure if I can get it to show on the screen, is the little brush head. It's always been a bit splayed. Like the little brush hairs have always been sort of all over the place, and I've tried to like reshape it, and I can't. I mean, right now I do use the Brow Gal brush anyway that I got, and I did get 1 point Perk. This was a 100-point Perk, and I actually forgot about it, so it's a good thing doing this review. And it's the Kat Von D Everlasting Lipstick in the shade Lovesick. I'm wearing it right now. I don't mind the formula because I'm not a huge liquid lipstick fan, but I don't like this color. I don't like it on me. It's very, very purple. So before I continue on this video, I'm going to apply a little bit of a lip gloss that'll hopefully make this look a little bit better. So I've just applied the lip gloss Snow Pink by Revlon over top, and I think it's helped mute the color a little bit, and it feels a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of liquid lipsticks, but I'm kind of glad that I did get that. I do now know that I don't mind the formula, so I'd like to try some other colors, but I'm going to pass that one on to a friend that would enjoy the color a bit more than me. And so for that first purchase, I spent $81.65. So the first thing I bought in my second purchase was the Tarte Tarteist Treats Eyes and Lip Set. So it comes with the Tarteist Pro to Go, a little glossy lip paint, and I believe there was a mascara, but I think I've already used that or tossed it. So I really like this palette for summertime. It's actually got some neutral shade or some warm shades in there too that I kind of forgot that I had. I don't know if this will focus because it's kind of shiny. And I'm quite surprised that I do like this. It's kind of dark and it is a bit tacky, but it does go on quite nice and it wears really well for a dark lip gloss. So yeah, I would definitely like to try this in some other colors as well. Probably something a bit more neutral would be nice. So 2 other things I bought because they were on sale, and B, because I love them, are the Sephora Glossy glosses. So I always kind of check to see if any of these are on sale. I had actually bought one, I think in the fall or perhaps summertime. So the shade of this one is Berry Shake, and then the 2 that I bought in April last year are Cocktail on the Beach and Chestnut Cream. Again, this one's really, really nice for summertime. And this one, again, it's kind of a nice light brown. They don't have a lot of color. They're a really nice smooth gloss. They wear well. They don't last long, but they're a great throw in your purse kind of gloss. I love these, and I paid $7 for these. Again, I'll probably check to see if they're already on sale this time and perhaps throw one or two in my bag before I check out. And the last thing I bought in that purchase was the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleanser. The Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleaner. There is a reason why this is so good. There we go. So yeah, I still keep it in the little box because the box is cute. I would love to purchase this full size, but the full size is always sold out. So perhaps in the future I will buy it full size. Yeah, it's great for just a quick little clean your brush, but I will say it's better on small brushes. I don't like to use that on a big brush. The brushes seem to really soak up the liquid, and it's almost wasteful on a very big brush. But particularly with eye brushes, when you're using like dark colors and you want to switch to other, light colors or different colors, it's a great quick wash from day to day. And so the total for my second order was $53.79. And the total of both my orders last year was $135.44. So I did pretty good last year in April. I wasn't intending to buy a lot in April. The discount is I think 15%, and I believe in the fall it's 20%. So if you can hold off till the fall to buy some things, then it's a bit better. Now we're going to talk about what I intend to buy this year. I'll put a screenshot up of my basket as it is right now. There's one item in the basket that is a for sure buy, and I'm not going to get into too much detail about why I'm buying it because I'm going to do an entire video on it. And it is the NuFACE Trinity facial toning device, which is $399 Canadian. Yes, it is ridiculously expensive. I know, I might be crazy, but it's all in the name of science and testing for me and for you. So I already did the math, and this seems to work out to be the cheapest unless I waited for the fall sale, which I'm not going to wait for. If I'd purchased this on Amazon, it's still not as cheap. If I purchased it through Outlook, which on initial price looks cheaper, but once you add in the exchange rate and shipping, it's not cheaper. So this is the most affordable way for buying this. The other two things that are high on the probably going to buy are the LANEIGE sleeping mask. I keep hearing about this, and I always have dry lips, probably why I don't like liquid lipsticks. And everybody talks about this and raves about it, so I want to put it to the test. Like, I probably have the most scaly crocodile lips there are, so I definitely want to try it out. And the other thing that I'm thinking of purchasing, I've talked about it in other videos, is the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. Going through all my palettes and looking at what I have and what I would like to have, this seems to complement my collection. I don't really have many of these shades, and they're also in the matte formula, which I think just is a bit better for me. I mean, yeah, I went through all the palettes on the website, and there are some others that are very different from what I have, like some very glittery ones and some other really colorful ones, but this one just seems to be the most well suited for me to buy and complement the rest of my collection. And then, of course, because I spent my Saturday evening going through the Sephora website, I came across two other things that piqued my interest. The first was the Benefit Boi-ing Erase Case, and I'm interested in this because even though I do like the two concealers that I'm using right now, which is the NARS one and the Maybelline Age Rewind, I'm still always looking for something better. The two that I use right now both have their pros and cons, so I think there's always something out there that, could be better, and I'm very interested in trying those. And the last thing that I'm considering trying is the Too Faced Sex on the Peach complexion set. Too Faced, you really got to figure out your little, like, all over the place. Some of your stuff is like super cutesy, like Clover, and then you do things like Sex on the Peach. Make up your mind in terms of what your persona is. Anyway, totally random. This is a couple of products in it that I'm really, really interested in trying. So again, that's kind of low on the buy list. I may or may not purchase that. So as you can see, if I do purchase all of the things that I have in my basket right now, that will be $568 Canadian. Again, that's without the discount, which is basically what it will be like because our tax is 13% here. But I'll also purchase this through eBate, so I'll get a bit of a discount then. So now on to my wish list. When I first went through the site, I just started writing down everything that if I could buy, if money was no object. And then I reduced that down to my top 5. So the top 5 on my wish list are the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I really want to buy this. Everyone seems to talk about it, that it's like, you know, awesome. It's a great day-to-day gloss. I love lip glosses. But as we know, I have a problem with too many lip products, and I'm not going to buy this. There's also, I think, a nude lip kit that's on sale right now, and it is taking all of my willpower not to buy it. It's about $23. It has some products in it that I really want to try. But alas, this is what I need to deal with. It's my own little problem. And the second thing that I'd really like to try is the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. Everyone talks about this as well and raves about it, and I've never tried it. I think I might have smelled it in the store. I can't even remember. But a jar of this is $57 Canadian. That is so expensive. And in my mind, it makes it seem unbelievable that it's actually worth that. But I mean, it might be a nice little treat or luxury item at some point in time. There's also a Drunk Elephant's The Littles kit, and I've never tried anything from Drunk Elephant before, and I'm very intrigued by the brand and intrigued by the products, and I think this would be a good way to test a lot of their products out and see which I might be interested in buying full price. I know that they're not big enough to see any long-term effects, but I feel like the smaller sizes are still good for A, figuring out if your skin is going to react okay to it, and B, figure out if like, yeah, this might work and I want to try it full size, because they are freaking expensive products, and I would just be afraid to spend, you know, $80, $90 on something and find out that I have a horrible bad reaction to it, or I just don't like it. So as I mentioned, I went through all of the palettes on the website, and the other palette that I really want to buy is the SEPHORA Pro Collection Editorial palette. I'd also like to buy the Cool palette as well. I don't really have a huge interest in the warm one, but I kind of toss between the Cool and the Editorial. I feel like the Editorial palette is very different from everything I have right now, and it would be sort of like a good investment into very bright and interesting colors that would complement my collection and maybe help me branch out into using some more different colors. And then the last thing that I'd consider buying is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I've gotten a few samples of this, and I really like the samples. I just haven't bit the bullet and bought a bottle of it. So eventually I think I will buy it, just not anytime soon because I have too many foundations to go through. So if I were to buy the top 5 on my wish list, that would be another $325 Canadian. So I'm going to take that $325 that I do not have and not spend it on makeup that I do not need. I hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, give it the little thumbs up down below. And if you'd like to see videos from me in the future, please subscribe. I hope to see you again sometime soon. Thanks. Bye.